This is Dr. Damon Miller. I'm a medical doctor here in Redwood City, California. And I just want to let you know about a webinar that I'm going to be doing with Christine Rosche. And we're going to be talking to you about how to stay healthy in the midst of the pandemic, because being healthy is how you're going to survive this. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. But Christine's going to start. She's going to be in the webinar. She's going to be talking about her expertise, something that she's worked with for years and years and years. Christine is a functional nutritionist, a digestive health expert. She's had 25 years of experience with 10 years at Stanford Medical Center. She's written a couple of books, and she's going to be talking about the importance of gut health in your immune health. And so Christine, take it away.
Thank you. Yes, during this time, what is most important to protect yourself from the virus and, in case you get it, fight it effectively, is optimal gut health. Most of the population is deficient in enzymes to break down the food, so we have malabsorption, maldigestion. Most of us in the population, unfortunately, due to high stress, toxins, many factors, including prescription drugs, have permeability in the gut, which means that the lining is permeable to actual toxins going into the bloodstream and inflammation. We all have very high inflammation. So I will be talking about gut immunity. 90% of our gut immunity is related to how effectively we fight this virus. And so we'll be talking about how to increase your absorption, elimination, heal leaky gut, and how to functionally test your gut to find out what's actually going on, looking at the different types of bacteria that are present. Most of us are very deficient. What does that mean, bad bacteria in the gut? You may feel fine and you may be walking around with a deficiency in what you need to digest and absorb your food. So I look forward to meeting you to help you with addressing those issues, healing them for optimal resistance and optimal immune system vitality. Thank you. I'm now introducing Dr. Damon Miller, who's been in private practice for 35 years. His practice is based on preventing disease and encouraging your health. And if problems or challenges do arise, treating the root cause. Welcome, Damon.
Thank you, Christine. So my role in this webinar is going to be to talk about some of the other things that you can do. I just want to say first, though, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that diet is important to not just your health, but your digestive health. And Christine has put together a really nice, short, succinct paper on the best diet that you can be eating for immune health. And we're going to send you a copy of that as soon as you register for the webinar, just to say thank you. I'm going to be talking about things that bolster the health of your immune system, specifically so that it defends against viruses. And I just want to say one of the reasons why this discussion, why this webinar is so important, is we're dealing here with a virus that has no prevention and no cure. You know that already if you've been paying attention. But what that means is that the only thing you have to defend you is the natural systems in your body that know how to defend against a virus. And so you want those to be functioning at full strength. And we're going to tell you how to make sure that that happens. And there are basic things for health that you can do. Christine's going to be talking about a really important one with gut health. There are also some very focused supplements you can do that improve your immunity and serve to help prevent your getting a serious case of this virus. You basically have to operate as though we're all potential victims or targets of this virus. There's a good chance that a lot of us are still going to get it. And so you want it to be a mild infection. You want it to be something that you're not even that sick. And by being healthy, that's the way this virus behaves. And we're going to tell you how to get to that point. So there's some basic things, just simple things like vitamin D that you can take leading up to this webinar. We're going to give you a link to get some very good quality vitamin D. But there's also a number of other herbs and tinctures and things that boost your immunity that you can take if you, God forbid, do get the virus, so that you will have just a mild case of it, make it through, not end up in the hospital. Now, the webinar is going to be on Wednesday, the 29th of April at 12 noon, that's 2020. And there's a second part to the webinar, which is a week later on Wednesday, May 6th at 12 noon. These are both Pacific time. In the first webinar, Christine and I are going to lay out the information we think you need to have. In the second webinar, it's going to be strictly questions and answers. We're not going to do questions and answers in the first one. We want to keep it short, succinct, and something that will just fill you with the information you need and not overload you. So we're looking forward to seeing you on the webinar. You need to register. Just go to the button below, press register for the webinar. It is free. It's a free webinar. We'll send you a couple of emails to notify you, remind you, and we'll get that paper, that really great paper that Christine wrote. We get that paper to you and some information about the vitamin D, where to order that beforehand. But this is important information. Western medicine, I'm a trained Western medicine doctor. That's what my board certification is in. And I can tell you, Western doctors don't really know anything to do for this. But those of us who've been dealing in integrative medicine, we know that there are a lot of things you can do. And we want to help you learn what those are and do them. So please press the button below, register. Christine, anything more to say before we end?
No, I think it's great. And we look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you, Damon.